Hello, I'm Dr. Randy Wertz in Thrive Chiropractic, and we're going to talk today about accumulating of stress. And when I ask a person who comes in, what do you think caused this? And they go, I don't know. Like if this, whatever, headache or migraines just showed up out of the blue. It could have been a stomach bug or stomach pain, digestion problems, anxiety, some pain anywhere in their body. And they say, I don't know, there wasn't a cause, I wasn't doing anything. I go, what significant event happened 4 to 6 months prior? Whether that's an emotional stress, physical stress, like I was in a car accident, I rolled the four-wheeler, happened to somebody before. Emotional, could have been loss of a loved one, I went through a divorce, or a chemical stress like chemotherapy. Where a woman came in, she had chemotherapy and just threw up every time there was a storm. And she had no understanding of what was going on. And when I asked that question, they go, oh my gosh, the light bulb goes off. And it's an accumulation of those stresses that start to happen because that hard and heavy problem, that stress, whether it be physical, chemical, or an emotional, starts to rewire that nervous system and it stays stuck there. And so it starts to build up like a snowball, if you would figure that, going down a hill. It starts small and then it starts getting worse. And then we start living out of that stressed mind, and then it starts to happen where we start to get triggers. So for instance, you can have a migraine and you go back to school and it starts to get worse because now I can't focus, and that makes it worse. Now I'm missing days of school because it takes a day to recover. Now that makes it worse. And it starts to build up and you just don't feel like socializing. Now I'm not socializing. I don't have that many friends because that starts to build up and get worse. And so on and on it goes until it starts to snowball. Now that's life on how it snowballs, but actually we start to see triggers that are already affected by a stressed out, bogged down nervous system too. And then the symptoms start to get worse, or there's additional symptoms that start to come into play. So it could be some pain in other parts of the body. I'm having headaches, now I'm getting stomach issues. Those types of things that I start to see build up over a period of time. Baby has colic, had the meltdowns. Now a teenager's dealing with anxiety or some depression, and things don't maybe stay the same, they just change and grow into something else. So what am I doing as a chiropractor trying to figure those things out? We're trying to debug that nervous system. We're trying to rewire that nervous system. Well, we do so through chiropractic adjustments, but the very first thing we need to do is figure out what the cause is. When we figure out what the cause is, I can figure out how long the person's been having that, and it'll tell me roughly how long care should be when we start to see when the problems start to show up. And then we can see how severe they are as well. By going back and looking for these clues, I can say, hey, where are these problems? Now, not only that, but when we do our scans and our exams, those confirm what I'm suspecting, what's happening with the nervous system. The nervous system gets imbalanced. Body starts to show up imbalanced. We start to see muscle spasms on one side and not on the other. We start to see, a lot of tension in the spine. We start to see how the spine and the posture start to curve or hold our head up or head tilt. All of those are signs of a nervous system stuck in stress and being expressed through the body. So this is what I start to do is we start to unwire that. We have to de-stress the nervous system. Then we work to rewire the nervous system by getting some motion and movement back in the spine, because the neural input into the brain is going to cause those to start to rewire and regulate so much better, because the body knows how to heal itself. We just have to take the interference away from that. And instead of working from this way where all the symptoms are, we start from here and work this way. Getting this to work better, these areas, the spine to work better, causes parts of the body to work better. And then when parts of the body work better, then the symptom starts to greatly diminish and go away completely. Hey, I definitely hope this makes sense to you, because you could be a person that, man, I've had headaches, I've been in a car accident, and my life hasn't been the same since. My child just all of a sudden having anxiety just out of the blue. Maybe their first day at kindergarten, really rough for them. And they're used to moving around, but they're not used to sitting still. And it can be hard on the nervous system, especially for boys. or you see a little girl regressing in school, not socializing, not talking, that's a telltale sign as well for anxiety. Let me know. I'm here to help. I'm here to do it in a drugless fashion as well. First of all, we do the test to see, hey, is this the right place for you? And then once we get that conclusion, once we do the exams and the scans, the buttons get bigger. I'll be able to know for sure what we can do to help them and what we can do to help you or your child overcome your health challenge. Hey, Dr. Randy Words, if I can be of assistance to you, I'd love to be that person and be that answer for you. Until then, God bless. Have a great day. Bye-bye.